You were never promised fairness. No one was. And somewhere deep inside, you already know this, but knowing it and accepting it are two very different things. Miyamoto Musashi was born in 1584 into a Japan torn apart by war. He fought his first duel at the age of 13. He killed a man. He wandered alone for decades. No home, no master, no guarantee of survival. He was never handed anything, and yet he became the most legendary swordsman in Japanese history, undefeated in over 60 duels. The author of one of the greatest philosophical texts ever written, Go-Rin no Sho, the Book of Five Rings. How? Because Musashi understood something that most people spend their entire lives running from. Life is not fair. And the moment you stop fighting that truth, the moment you fully accept it, something extraordinary happens. Musashi wrote, "Do not regret what you have done." We are taught from childhood that fairness is the foundation of the world, that if we work hard, we'll be rewarded, that if we're good, good things will happen to us, that the universe keeps score. But the universe keeps no score. Floods destroy the homes of the kind and the cruel alike. Illness visits the strong and the weak without preference. Opportunities bypass the deserving and land in the laps of the fortunate. Musashi did not waste energy resenting this. He accepted it the way a swordsman accepts the weight of his blade, not as a burden, but as simply what is. Acceptance, in Musashi's world, was not surrender. It was the beginning of clarity. And clarity is the beginning of power. This sounds harsh. Stay with me. One of the most paralyzing beliefs a person can hold is that their suffering is uniquely unjust, that they have been specifically chosen by fate for hardship, that others have it easier, smoother, softer. Musashi lost his mother as a child. His father abandoned him. He was ridiculed as a wild, uneducated ronin. He had no clan, no noble name, no protection. He did not dramatize this. He did not build his identity around his wounds. In the Book of Five Rings, he writes about the importance of seeing things as they truly are, not as we wish they were, not as we fear they are, but as they are. Your suffering is real. But it is also not the exception. It is the condition of being human. And when you stop treating it as an injustice and start treating it as material, the raw material of who you are becoming, everything shifts. Musashi traveled Japan as a ronin, a masterless samurai in an era when this meant social death. No clan, no stipend, no respect from those who valued lineage above all. He could have spent his life bitter, and many in his position did. Instead, he adapted. He studied, he painted, he wrote, he carved wooden sculptures, he mastered calligraphy, he refined his sword technique not just as violence, but as philosophy. The world did not change for Musashi. Musashi changed for the world. There is a concept in Japanese culture called junbi, preparation. Not reactive scrambling, but calm, deep, patient preparation. The samurai who prepares thoroughly does not panic when the attack comes, because he has already lived inside that moment 1,000 times in his training. When life proves itself unfair, and it will, the question Musashi asks is not why me? The question is, what do I do now? Here is where Musashi's philosophy becomes almost Buddhist in its depth. He writes, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world." Most of us are trapped in outcome. We need the promotion, the recognition, the relationship, the result. And when those things don't come, or come to someone less deserving, we crumble. Musashi, before his most famous duel against Sasaki Kojiro, the second greatest swordsman in Japan, arrived deliberately late, hours late. His opponent, a perfectionist, a man of precision and ego, was enraged by the wait. Musashi arrived disheveled, apparently unbothered, carrying a bakken he had carved from an oar on the boat ride over. He was not attached to the theater of the duel. only to the truth of it. He won in seconds. Detachment is not indifference. It is freedom from the noise that clutters clear action. When you stop needing the world to be fair before you move, you become unstoppable. If the universe will not be fair to you, you can be fair to yourself. Musashi rose before dawn, every day for decades. He practiced his cuts 10,000 times not because someone told him to, but because he understood that mastery is the only form of justice that cannot be taken from you. The Japanese concept of shokunin, the artisan's spirit, captures this perfectly. A shokunin does not do their craft for applause. They do it because the craft demands excellence, because the pursuit itself is the reward. When life is unjust, discipline becomes your rebellion. Every morning you rise when you could sleep, that is defiance. Every hour you practice when you could complain, that is power. Musashi wrote that a warrior must train in the morning and reflect at night, not occasionally, every single day. Because the world will not hand you fairness, but it cannot take away what you have genuinely, deeply forged within yourself. Musashi spent long stretches of his life in deliberate isolation, in caves, in forests, away from courts, politics, and the noise of human comparison. We live in an age of constant comparison. Social platforms designed to show you what others have that you don't. Algorithms built to make you feel behind. This is a modern unfairness Musashi could not have imagined, and yet his prescription applies perfectly. He wrote about the value of mu, emptiness, stillness, the mind cleared of clutter. A sword that rattles in its scabbard is dangerous to its owner. In solitude, you stop measuring your life against others. You return to your own rhythm, your own pace, your own standards. What the world calls unfair often loses its sting in silence, because in silence, you remember what you actually value, not what you were told to value. This is Musashi's final and most profound teaching. He writes, "The way of the samurai is found in death." This is not a celebration of death. It is an instruction for living. When Musashi walked into every duel, he had already accepted that he might not walk out. This acceptance did not make him reckless, it made him free. He had nothing left to lose, and so he had nothing to protect except the quality of his action in that moment. Most of our suffering about life's unfairness is really suffering about impermanence. We wanted things to last that don't last. We wanted guarantees in a world that offers none. The Japanese concept of mono no aware, the gentle sadness of impermanence, teaches us to love things because they are fleeting, not despite it. The cherry blossom is beautiful precisely because it falls. When you accept that your time here is limited and unguaranteed, that fairness was never part of the contract, you stop waiting. You stop postponing. You stop needing permission from a universe that never promised you anything. You begin. Miyamoto Musashi died in 1645 in the cave of Rigondo, where he had spent his final years in meditation. He finished the Book of Five Rings 1 week before his death. He had fought 61 duels, won all 61. He did not win because life was fair to him. He won because he stopped needing it to be. 7 lessons, 1 truth. Life is not fair. Accept it, and watch what you become. If this video gave you something, a single idea worth carrying, share it with someone who needs it today. And if Musashi's philosophy resonates with you, there is much more waiting for you here. The path is yours.